Jack and Dave rolling, boots on the ground. Big Rooster Media making their rounds. Tackling water wars, rights in a bind. Speaking the truth, leaving no one behind.
What's up, Klamath Falls? This is Mike, and today we've got a little bit of a tutorial. I've told you I was going to show you how to do a FOIA request through our county government, and that's what we're here to do today. It's a fairly simple process once you know how to do it, and so I'm going to kind of give you a step-by-step through it. Here's a kind of a breakdown. First thing you're going to want to do is go to Klamath County or.nextrequest.com. And once you are there, it's going to take you to this screen. Open public records search, and it's going to, you can, depending on what you're looking for, if you have if you're doing research on a piece of property, you can research that piece of property. If you have information on it, you can input that here in the search, whether it's a lot number or whatever. Or if you are creating a new request, you would click on the Make Request button here. And that's going to take a second, apparently. Internet service is not screaming out here in the old cabin. So what that's going to do, though, request a public record, and you would go in through here and fill out this information. So what is your request? What are you looking for? And this is where I caution you. This screen here is where things can get a little bit touchy, because if you just say, oh, I don't know, I want to know about emails involving, so I did a request on my name, first name, last name, as well as Big Rooster Media. And Steven that works down there at the clerk's office is fantastic to work with. He sent me a reply back, okay, I got your request. Anything specific, because, any dates that you're looking for, any specific titles or words that might be associated with my name or the Big Rooster Media name, wanted to know that so he could actually narrow it down, not because they're trying to hide anything from you, but if you leave a very broad request out there, then it's going to be potentially thousands of pages, and you have to pay for those. It's not a free service. So anyway, getting back to this, so you'll type in your description up here. And again, I did Big Rooster Media, my name, first and last, and then you can scroll down here a little bit. And so you'll put your information in there, where you live. They need all of that information, terms and conditions. You'll click it, submit it, and send the request off. And that's really all there is to it. Now, if you're wanting to look for other documents or items there may be things, like I said, out there already that where your request. Here we go. So here we go. Parcel of land number 141607. Okay, you can find septic records for that, septic records for Lower Klamath Lake. It seems to be a pretty popular thing, I'm guessing, on land purchasers to find out what's going on with their land purchases. So once you know to get here, Klamath County or.nextrequest.com. That'll get you into this screen. And then, like I say, from here, it's kind of up to you to be specific in what you're asking for. You want as much detail as you can get without, at the same time, eliminating your options, as far as you don't want to narrow it down so much that you might miss some of whatever it is that you're looking for, if that makes sense. So anyway, fairly straightforward. My opinion, it's not the hardest part for me. Hardest part for me was finding the the initial page, the Klamath County OR.next request. Once I got that part figured out, you get to that next screen. It's really fairly easy. Excuse me. Here it is again. So you got your request description, be specific, what department. Oh, that's the other one. For department, I recommend county council unless you have like a city or a county clerk that might be able to answer something about septic tanks or something along those lines. If you do county council, it covers everybody. They'll narrow it down. I do believe they would prefer, if you know what department you're after, to address it specifically. For my request, I went ahead and just put it out there for county council. I wanted to know everything throughout the county, what they were going to have. So anyway, kind of brief, but that's what I've got for you. And then I did want to address one other thing, and that is, and I get the frustration. There was some cryptic message, I guess you would call it, for lack of a better way to put it, that I had put on Facebook, the Big Rooster Facebook page a few weeks ago. Gentleman got upset by it, said, stop the games, blah, blah, blah. And I hear you, and so I will do that. However, putting that message out there did serve a purpose to a degree, got the right attention from the right people, and just need to address the fact that there are two public officials in Klamath County. It's no secret. Our sheriff is under investigation for inappropriate behavior with a coworker or a subordinate, and that is ongoing, as to the best of my understanding. And then there is also an investigation, I believe, still ongoing with Commissioner DeGroot. And I'm not here to point fingers or to say gotcha or nothing like that. I've known Commissioner DeGroot for quite a few years. He's always been very pleasant, sociable with me. So I'm not saying it for anything other than it's just factual. That's what's going on. And I want to make sure that these investigations don't get swept under the rug. And it's not to be a gotcha moment. It is to hold officials that we elect accountable to do their job for us, not for their own personal interests. So that's what I'm looking for there. That's all I'm asking for is accountability, transparency. And I know transparency, that word gets thrown around a lot, too much, because it wouldn't be too much if it was actually utilized as much as it was stated. But there's very few, I can't say very few, the instances aren't there where transparency is truly transparent. And for one reason or another, there's always an excuse, a reason, something to cover up part of the story. And we're seeing that with our federal government right now. Whether it's the Epstein files or whatever, we vote those people in the office to work for us. And that is so forgotten. And I don't care if it's at the federal level, if it's at the state level with a governor that continues to find ways to try to push her gas tax through, and not banning firearms or most types of firearms. Whatever the agenda is, people forget they represent us. And that comes all the way down to our city council, our mayor, our county commissioners, our judges. They work for us, and sometimes they hate to be reminded of that, and they need to be reminded of it. And so that's why I think this is important. The Freedom of Information Act is actually there for us to use so that things are forced to be transparent when they don't want them to be. And even at that, especially at the federal level, there's redactions and a bunch of stuff that either release the information or just tell us you're not going to, and tell us to go to hell, because that would be more honest than saying, well, we're going to give you this or we're going to give you that. Release everything. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to hear. And again, that applies from the federal government all the way down to our local government. We have a right to know what they're doing. We put them in these positions of power. We trust them with our finances. We trust them with integrity. And when that is jeopardized, they need to be held accountable. All right. So anyway, getting back to the cryptic statements, I won't do that anymore. That was me, not Dave. And I hear you, and I'll find other ways to pursue things when I need to get somebody's attention and get some action going where we need it to go. So anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate your patience. Appreciate you following the program, and we'll get back to you hopefully with some more quality content, and we've got some more guests we're trying to get lined up. I can't announce anything yet. We don't have anything scheduled solid yet, but as soon as we do, I'll let you know through a reel. Other than that, hope you have a great week, and we will talk to you soon.